Hello and welcome all of my star pupils, my pick a card reader fans. We are doing today on Sunday, August 8th, a very, very special reading. Now, just to kind of clarify this, you guys, August 8th is this Sunday. Basically, what's happening is that there is a new moon that is occurring in Leo. So we have that. Spirit's always messing with me, you guys. I think you guys kind of know this if you've been on my channel or my pick a card readings channel. Spirit always does this. So anyway, 8/8 is basically a new moon in Leo, but it's also a kind of a gateway, you guys. It's a gateway into Spirit, into realizing, like, having the synchronicities play out, have things sort of happen. If you watch my August predictions, pick a card reading, a lot of things you might notice in the first week have been occurring. This new moon is really, really important, you guys, to kind of set intention. What do you want to have happen until the next full moon, which I believe is towards the end of the month in Virgo season. But right now, like, those doors are basically opening, allowing people to flourish, allowing people to set their own intentions, set their own goals, set economic perspectives, set social implications. All this kind of stuff is actually happening, you guys, where those kind of doors are opening. So what I decided to do for this pick a card reading for this week is that I really, really wanted to talk to Spirit, talk to universe. What is going on that are specific messages or message for you that you basically get from this card reading that you can use on the 8/8 or you can use towards the next full moon. If you're setting an intention today with the new moon, then you can do this today if you want to, depending on when this posts, or you can also kind of set that intention, but then kind of look at what Spirit is asking you to look at, and then to kind of move forward with the next full moon. But this is all about Spirit messages. Just what does Spirit want you to know right now at this point? What are you looking towards? That type of thing. So group number one, we're going to look into this. I did just want to say some things about this. I am using Madame Dora's, oracle cards. And what's interesting to me is that I was shuffling the deck for group number one. Now, Spirit kind of spoke to me a lot and told me specifically that group number one, you guys are going through some dark times. You're going through some things that are maybe more difficult, but that you will kind of come through with this. And Spirit kind of wanted me to know that. But what is also interesting is that this card came out originally, which is the Gothic Tarot. I may actually purchase this for Halloween, you guys. But the fact that we actually have like a darker situation going on here, or we do have the Magician card with all of the elements, which kind of shows to me, even though it has no relation to your reading, that you guys are really using the Magician a lot lately. You are learning how to balance things, group number one. You're learning how to use elements, how to use spirituality, how to use things that are occurring in your daily life, or you're walking with Spirit a little bit more with the Magician that we saw there. But you're also having some dark times. Now, this may or may not mean something to you. Again, this is a generalized reading, but when that did come out, it was very interesting to me that I did not pick that card out of the Madame Dora Oracle, but that it did kind of show that, which made me believe that maybe group number one, you guys are going through some things, but you're also learning alchemy, magic, practicing whatever you want to call it, or you're walking more with Spirit, or you might be noticing today, or maybe even yesterday, a lot of the synchronicities that are happening around you. It's almost like universe, or Spirit as I call it, is guiding you towards something different. You may have also noticed that in my August predictions, or the pick a card reading that I did. So Spirit is definitely just kind of moving you into a different situation than probably you were previously. Now we're going to start to pull the first card here. So this is the minstrel. So this is let your intentions be known, which is kind of what I was hinting to in the beginning for group number one, is that I feel like there is a lot of darkness that you're kind of coming through, or just not really a depressed feeling, but basically having the blues or feeling that type of way. And really there's kind of no song right now in your heart because you're really looking for something magical, for something, you know, kind of using all of the elements like you kind of saw here. You're looking for something that is a lot more heartfelt and a lot more meaningful. I can also sense group number one that you guys are kind of like the life of the party, the happy type go-lucky people, where things don't really get you down all that much, but lately kind of things have, and it hasn't really progressed in the way that you're looking for. And I think it's because of Spirit wanting you to kind of flourish, wanting you to let you know that you can tell others what your intentions are. You can set intentions for this new moon that we're having today, and the new moon, thanks Spirit, the new moon in Leo. You can set those intentions. You don't have to keep the intentions to yourself, because part of your magic group number one, Spirit's letting me know, is that you can project outward. You can get your spiritual level out there if you just make clear what your intentions are. If you're looking for a new career path, if you're looking to buy a new home, if you're looking to get out of your current situation with a partner, with a career, with anything, with a romantic relationship, you just have to let kind of your intentions be known, because I feel like group number one, you guys are really confused right now. You're not sure which way to go. You don't know if Spirit's directing you one way or another. Hopefully we can maybe figure that out, what that message is. But those letting your intentions be known, if you're going to be practicing, if you're going to be using the universal spiritual law, if you're going to be using crystals or using any type of divination tools, then you just have to let good intentions flow. You can't really come from, oh, Spirit, you're already starting today. You can't come from a dark place with that, is kind of what I think Spirit's kind of nudging at, is that you can't really come from a dark place. It has to be a place of light. Some people believe in the light or dark matter. Other people don't. It just depends on how you look at nature or you look at Spirit. Spirit's kind of directing me to say that there is a difference. However, that you kind of have to go through that path, or just let that intention be known of where you're actually coming from. Spirit's also letting me know that you can let others know where you're coming from too, which is part of the King, which is authority and diplomacy. So really, in a lot of ways, it's kind of a time, group number one, for you guys to really assert yourselves. You don't really have to assert or rule over other people as much as you can rule over yourself and make your own authority known, or stand out from the crowd. Don't go along with the crowd, that type of thing. You know, just you have to let your own intentions be known. And sometimes I feel like group number one, this is very difficult for all of you. Spirit's letting me know that, because you guys are really the peacemakers of the group. You guys really, really don't want to create waves, because you feel like it, especially in the current climate that we're living in, you guys want no part of that. You want to stand on your own side. You don't want to kind of sway other people, although you do have that very active voice, that very active kind of throat chakra. You also have a very active heart chakra. So you guys really don't want to kind of force your views onto people. However, you also too are very wise, very, very diplomatic. There are times when people come to you, group number one, for those type of answers. And Spirit is saying that if you kind of let your true intention out there, if you let your true self out there and try to lead others, you might lead them to a different situation, but understand they always have free will. You are not forcing anyone. Group one, you may think that way. You're like, oh, if I do say something to a friend or a family member, if I say something to my spouse, my partner, they're going to think that I'm swaying them. That's not the case, group number one, because you guys are are very diplomatic and you come from a happy place. You come from a good place, and Spirit's just letting you know, even though you're facing darker times, or even though you're facing some difficulties, it's not without you kind of setting that intention. Okay, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm portraying. So again, this card reading is general. This can be in any type of situation for you. I really don't think that this has to do with spirit or the universe or the 5D dimension. I think it has to do with the 3D world, that you are letting your intention know and that you are not being pushy towards anyone. It's just how you feel about any type of given situation. Okay, so we have the maiden, which is a new relationship blossoms. So here's the other thing too here, group number one. Spirit's letting me know that if you guys are out there and you are either in a position, okay, of authority, you're trying to create new relationships instead of trying to destroy relationships. You may have more of that divine masculine intention when you kind of set out in this situation, regardless if you're female or male, but there is something about you that grows new relationships to you because you are willing to be so honest and open with others, and because you're willing to be like, okay, the peacemaker type of situation. Sometimes the only thing is Spirit's letting me know that your own intentions, what you truly feel, can be masked a little bit. So if you are in this situation where you're trying to create new friendships, new coworker relationships, if you're trying to be single out there and trying to find a new relationship right now based upon your own feelings, the thing is that the shyness, group number one, is not going to help you. You have to kind of put what you feel out there and let it settle if you are looking for love and romance, because the thing is that that true person will understand that yes, you may be on the shy side, you may not want to speak about your own truth, but the thing is that's not going to help you at the end of the day, because you have such a great authoritative figure in there, a wise person in there that a lot of people go to. So if you are searching for new relationships, it's time to kind of let your intentions out there. State that you're interested in someone, state that you're interested in a position, state that you're kind of interested in going for that job position, that you do want to stand out among others. So basically, bottom line here is, group number one, Spirit's letting me know that if you stand in the background, it's not going to help you. You have to kind of come forward a little bit more. You have to be more open and perceptive to different ideas. You have to put your ideas out there, and those new relationships that you are looking for, be it, business relationships or personal relationships, will happen. It's almost like you're kind of shrouded in the darkness, and it's time for you to come out behind the curtain, is what they're saying. It's time for you to kind of come out and let yourself kind of be known. So what we're going to do here is I actually have some illuminated tarot. I want to kind of get a different answer for what Spirit wants you to do about these situations, and then we can kind of go from there with that, just to kind of delve a little deeper into what the situation is. So we have the letting your intentions known. So what is kind of happening? Okay, so we have adventure, laughter, spontaneous nature, and renewal. So the thing is that if you guys let your intentions know, what you're kind of feeling, what you're kind of doing, you also too might want to, have a different situation than what you currently do now. I think this is more on a personal, spiritual level than it is on a physical level, that you are needing to kind of step out of what you have been saying versus like action versus what you're saying. So you may be saying that you don't want adventure, that you don't want to live spontaneously, that you don't want a life that's like that. You might be trying to force others to kind of see the adventure in things, see the different side of things, see, the laughter, the renewal, the things that could happen. However, that is not the case. What you're saying and what you're doing, group number one, are two separate things. So therefore, you are confusing people around you because people don't understand which side you're kind of sticking on. They don't don't understand which side you're going on. That's why if you're looking for adventure, if you're looking for something different in your life, you need to start saying that and portraying that instead of portraying a person who is scared, afraid, doesn't want to step outside of their comfort zone, doesn't want to be a part of that. You kind of have to start saying that yourself. So we have the illuminated tarot here. I'm so sorry about the camera, you guys. It's like a mess here. Yeah, okay. So you're basically working. You're basically working and you're doing a lot of heavy duty work to build up something in relationships, to build up what you're truly feeling, you guys. Like with the beavers, you are trying to share, but you are trying to build at the same time. I'm trying to kind of ask Spirit what exactly it is that you're building. I really feel like this is a career situation. You are either trying to build up a relationship with someone, a business relationship with someone, and you are kind of not only trying to build something different for yourself, but the thing is you're getting into a lot of arguments with other people because of the fact that they view things one way and you view things another way. But because you are peacemakers, group number one, you are submitting too much to other people, too much to other people's ideals, and you're losing the adventure. You're losing what you had when you started with this idea. So let me just see if universe will kind of, okay, yes. So this is the thing, the Four of Pentacles, you are coveting. You are coveting parts of your life. You are looking into the past, either past relationships, past business relationships. The pandemic must have really kind of shocked you guys a lot because you are being very coveted right now, which is why you are acting the way that you are acting. So what you are saying, Spirit's letting you know, is not necessarily your actions, and you have to stop coveting the way that you thought you were. You're a different person now, group number one, and you guys have to kind of step out a little bit if you want to have different relationships. If you want to have this kind of working partnership work, you have to stop coveting what was yours. You have to kind of look at the world in a different type of way and kind of get out there and do more work. Spirit's letting me know too, if you guys are really into social issues, or you feel like you want to help somewhere, like at an animal shelter, a food kitchen, somewhere like that's going to kind of give you guys that spark of stepping outside of your own world, to look at others, to look at because this could be very damaging because you're working at the same time, working very hard. But the thing is you're constantly working against the grain a lot. You're working against who you truly are, who you think you should be. And again, it's like if you want to give to other people, you want to help others, but the thing is you can't help yourself because you don't know which way you want to go, or you're not sure which way you really want to have happen, because it's like as if you don't want to let anybody know that because you feel like you're always forcing yourself on someone else. Yeah, the heartbreak. You literally feel like, group number one, you literally feel like your heart is breaking. Like that there's parts of you that has to kind of shield your heart from the past, from your ideas. You're shooting a lot of your ideas down, literally, and it's forcing your heart to break because everybody looks at you in a different way than what you truly use for yourself. Or what you truly see yourself. And Spirit wants you to love yourself, to be connected with who you are, and allow the true relationships to blossom that are going to blossom, and allow the aggravation and the fighting and the building up of everything to kind of let that go. So definitely, group number one, you guys need to meditate on what you truly want. You've dealt with a lot of darkness. You've dealt with a lot of heartbreak. That dark situation that you're dealing with. You have to kind of figure out what it is that you truly want. I sense, group number one, that you guys are a bunch of workaholics. You literally will work and work and work because you do not want to let the truest situation known. Yeah, protection. You guys are really, really trying to like create boundaries, that strength and boundaries, that aura, that armament, that presence. You guys are really trying to protect yourselves because you don't want the wrong idea to be placed out there. Now, I don't know if you guys have been having issues with authority, if you've been having issues. Yeah, see the high priestess there. You are trying to become all that you are. The thing is that you are being directly connected to spirit in this issue for protection, for trying to figure out what is happening. You really, really want to be a true intention setter. The problem is you've had too much issues, group number one. Spirit's letting me know with authority. With authority in particular, you've had so many issues with trying to protect yourself from those authority figures, even from yourself, where you have just had to stay in line this whole time, and now you're not wanting that group. But yes, of course, the Tower. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. The Tower, a lot of things there's been broken down communication, group number one. There has been a lot of broken down communication between lovers, between coworkers, between bosses, because you're not saying what you truly feel. You're not saying what you truly feel, and that is breaking down how you look at authority versus how you look at yourself. You're coming at it from the divine feminine instead of the divine masculine. You are looking at things in such a different way, and that authoritative figure, that authoritative feeling is pressing down on you, group number one. It's hurting you. It's hurting you. Yeah, because the thing is you need that strength. You need the King of Pentacles. You need that joy, that ability to balance abundance, manifestation, but also to give to others, which is why I said, that whole animal shelter, soup kitchen, homeless shelter just kind of burst into my mind, group number one, because you guys are givers. You guys really want to give your time and energy into something that matters. If you guys are all in the corporate world right now, I'm telling you right now, if you are in the corporate world, you are seeing a breakdown. You are seeing, I feel like you guys are seasoned people. You guys have been working. You guys are like really seeing a breakdown with people, and you're like, wait a minute, like, how does this fit me? What am I supposed to do? Because you guys are really those type of givers, those wise souls who are like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to talk to this person? Am I supposed to reach out? And Spirit's saying you need to reach out. Whoever this person is who's having an issue, a friend, family member, whomever, you need to reach out. You are sought after as a wise individual, as a giver, as a strong, the wolf with the pack animal, the strong kind of, person in that leader, because, you're not letting the true fact of your fear kind of factor in there. You're trying to see or show people a different way, group number one. Gifted highly. I sense that you do have that creativity, that growth in that space. You have that ability with the high priestess to see spirituality in a different light, to take that and to really, really look at it. Yes, the Knight of Cups, you guys are lovers. You guys are not fighters. That's the thing. You guys are lovers, and it hurts you the way that things are going down. It hurts you. You guys are sensitive. You guys are feelers, and empathic probably. It really hurts you the way that things are going down, and Spirit is walking with you. Spirit is always with you in every type of way. So you guys need to kind of build up new relationships. The Knight of Cups is to the Maiden as the Maiden is to the Knight of Cups. You guys are looking for a significant other to understand you, be it a coworker, a friend, someone who will understand you. We have the Harvest, so maybe in the fall time, that abundance, that gratitude, that security and patience. I sense this both for relationships as much as I sense this group number one also for the bigger perspective. This is more than a career. This is more than this is a social and economic justice and perspective that you're currently having right now. You guys, group number one, do not like the way that things are. You do not like what is happening. You want to put more love in the world. Seven of Cups, you have that choice. You're being bombarded with a lot of choices right now. What do I do? What do others do? What What do people do? You're bombarded with a lot of choices, group number one. And the only way to kind of see that through and to make those choices is to walk with Spirit. The main message that Spirit wants you to get, group number one, is that you have to make a choice to stand with the light, to stand with what your true intentions are, to stand with who you are, no matter what other people are trying to persuade you to do, because you don't want to deal with the devil. You don't want to deal with that bondage, that restraint, that pain that you felt with for so long. And you feel this not only, group number one, on an emotional level personally, you feel this worldwide. You feel this darkness. You feel this bondage. You want to try and set people free. The thing is that you just don't know how to go about that, group number one. And the only way that you can set others free is if you set yourself free. If you say to yourself, this is the intention that I'm setting. I want to give to others. I want to love others. I want to not have heartbreak or strife and aggravation with someone because I'm trying to build up a better world. That's the thing, group number one, because you guys really, really do want to be the best version of yourselves, and you feel like that dark energy keeps creeping in, and Spirit wants you to know, like, you need to let that go. Let the dark energy flow as it is going to flow, but don't let it affect you in any type of way, because you're trying to put goodness out in the world. You're trying to build relationships instead of breaking them down. So if the dark energy comes in, just let it pass. Let Spirit take it. Like, let Spirit take it from you. Like, literally Spirit's reaching, being like, let me just take it from you, because it's something that you can't deal with right now, group number one. You just can't deal with the complexity of what that is. So Spirit's just like, let me just take it. Let me keep it. And then you go about finding what your truth is. Spirit can take the dark, it can take the light, it can take a lot of things. So you just have to kind of figure out what that is for you and know where you stand on that side. Because you guys have really been asking that question, group number one, which side do I stand on, Spirit? Which side am I on? And the thing is that it's not about sides, it's about where your spirit feels that it fits. In whichever way, like a lot of times when we talk about magic, we talk about spirit, we talk about all that. There is no light and dark. It's not as black and white as it is here. All you can do is ask Spirit for a true intention, and Spirit will reveal that to you, group number one. Surprise, surprise, we have breaking the bonds, calculating karma. You guys are having these feelings, group number one, from Spirit, because Spirit wants to calculate your karma for you. It wants you to kind of go on a karmic journey to find your deeper purpose in life. And the only way that you can do that is to kind of understand that you will have the choices, you will be met with the dark side of things, but that this is part of your karma to learn how to be a better individual, a better spiritual person, a better person who gives to others instead of takes, a person who can stand up against authority or things like that that are not serving their purpose. And other people will begin to see this and trust you as a leader, trust you as a person who really truly wants peace, trust you as a wise person, group number one. So I hope that the messages from Spirit actually did help, group number one. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel so that I can continue to do pick-a-cards. I will be having some other ideas for some videos for some 101s that are coming up. But as always, I hope that for all of you who are dealing with this, that you understand that Spirit's always with you and that they will come through if you ask. And I hope to talk to you soon.